So I think most people in the room would be able to relate to this, this notion of imposter syndrome and the inner voice that is telling you you're not worthy. And I do recall a conversation we had shortly before then, and similar sentiments were being portrayed. So how do you deal with that voice that's telling you the little girl from Bosnia shouldn't be a Director General?
Russell, I think we all suffer from it to varying degrees. I feel mine is really big because, as I said, I have not seen people who look and sound like me in senior roles, not at the DDG level, let alone at the DG level. So I'm 1 out of 5 appointed Directors General now, 5 women appointed Directors General. So I'm still a minority, and you layer that with being from a non-English speaking background, and the latest thing that has come into the mix is kind of you're not old enough to be in the role. So much so that I have security guards not letting me into my office because surely I can't be the DG. So
don't they know how high it is, your office? You've got the second highest office up.
So all of that, like I remember the first time the attorney and I must have been in day 3, we went to the annual magistrates conference, and I was being introduced to the magistrates, and one of the magistrates said to me, "Oh, are you the new Chief Justice's associate?" And the Chief Justice was mortified that was the kind of question. And I said, no, I'm the DG. And they said, well, aren't you too young to be in that job? So you constantly get judged. People judge you in the roles that you're in. So I do have a massive imposter syndrome. Every room I walk into, I'm different.
So how do you turn that into a superpower and advantage?
I'm very lucky that I'm surrounded by people who care about me and who have taken care of me. Michael Walsh has been my boss for a long time. He spent 4 or 5 years in health. Can I just say, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're in health, they're like dog years.
Yeah.
So that, like the 6 years in health feels like 42 years, trust me. So in my world, they're very long years. So I'm very lucky that I have great people who have supported me throughout my career. The first valedictory that the attorney and I went to, and I literally walked the first time into the courtroom first time in my life, and the attorney leaned and said, "Now, Jasmina, I know you're going to be looking for a seat right at the back. You just have to get used to that you are in the front seat." So I followed the attorney and took the front seat, which is not something that sits comfortably with me, but I learn. You learn as you go, and you develop and you grow as you do. So I think a lot of support around me.
So